Well, everyone, this is me. Just take a look at our partner.
What I'm gonna say this on here, but like legitimately, I cannot tell you the last time I've even felt semi-sick and literally wake up this morning. They were like, "Oh,
correlation?
You don't need to be like on and popping anymore." So
Correlation?
now's the time. Yeah. Any whoosies? 5:25 start. I kind of feel like the Mariners players though when they walk in with their coffee.
Nice.
Like I was like walking into the studio with like my coffee, you know.
I love that for
Showing
you.
up for the game day.
Yeah, game day fit goes fire.
Yeah.
Where's the
I
Prada?
showered before here.
Where's the Prada? Oh, I didn't. Okay, we ready? 5,
Yep.
4, 3, 2.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Welcome back to another episode of Shaking Up the Game.
Who's the host?
Oh, well, last time I said that, you were like, I'm sick and tired of telling you my name.
Well, now I want to do it.
Oh, with your host, Haley.
Ari. Might change next week.
Bro, not me, you asking me to say that, and then Ari. Like, what the hell?
Sorry, my brain's like frazzled.
Yeah, this, all jokes aside, will be the toughest episode that we have recorded since the grand opening. What's it called for a podcast? Since the launching of Shaking Up the Game.
Correct. This will be a therapeutic episode.
Yeah.
For those who need it. However, we are going to look back at the season and provide some optimism from two very pessimistic brats over here.
Oh my God. Like,
So
this is shocking for anyone that knows me.
We are trying our best to be optimistic in hopes that it'll help other people. But if you're just not ready for that yet, bookmark the episode and come back next week or something. We're not gonna force people to be optimistic the day after we lose Game 7, so we understand.
Right.
We are just as heartbroken as you all are.
Before we get into recapping this historic Seattle Mariners season, this episode is sponsored by Dino's Pub in Renton, Washington.
Our go-to spot, which shout out to Dino's, also just for the fact solely of watching the Mariners games. They have been a prime spot for watching all of the playoff games. The vibe there was always very electric and enthusiastic, and it was always fun being around other Mariners fans that were just as into it as we always are.
Right off 405, can't miss it, across from the VMAC. Now moving into Seahawks season, and also an elite place to go watch a Seahawks game. Great food, great service.
There's, over like 30 TVs, I want to say. So also NBA season is starting.
Tipping off.
Quite literally tipping off as we speak.
Yeah.
So NBA starts this week. Hockey's going.
Yep. And
Sounders, are they still playing? What the hell?
I don't know. Ari and I did say we love the Seattle Sounders, but I genuinely could not, gun to my head, could never explain what season the Sounders play in.
I just feel like they're always playing.
Yeah, like what's the timeline of the season here? It's not adding up.
Because it's like then in the off season they have all these cups, and then I'm like, wait, so the Sounders are playing, but it's not like part of the regular MLS season.
I need to have a full sit-down study of the Seattle Sounders schedule in the months and the years. Anyways, following the Seahawks bye week, which is next week, the following week, the Seahawks will be playing Sunday Night Football against the Washington Commanders, and Shaking Up the Game will be hosting a watch party at Dino's Pub.
Yeah. Sunday Night Football, it'll be a vibe. We'll get there early and do kind of like a pregame kickoff kind of thing, doing a raffle, some fun things. During halftime, we're going to do a little live mini podcast segment. So that'll be fun. Get some crowd engagement going. And then afterwards, kind of wrap it up. Hopefully we pull out a win. Yeah. The vibes are great at Dino's. So
Dino's Pub.
That'll be fun.
Renton, Washington.
Our
favorite watering hole.
It truly is. It truly is.
Speaking of watering, also, first and foremost, so sorry if I sound like a man today.
She's the illest.
I'm the illest, not Lil Wayne style, but it's so funny. Actually, I feel like you would know this about me. I'm not often sick.
No.
Like, ever.
I tend to work.
Really. No, I guess I work with people that, like, pretend they're sick every week. I don't understand it. Because I genuinely can never tell you the last time I've been sick. The immune system is crazy.
It's been a long couple of weeks.
Yeah, so a long couple of weeks. My body's been put through the ringer of October baseball. And then apparently, right after the Mariners lose, I wake up the next morning and I'm struggling.
No, it's insane because, like, we don't know how to do October baseball. We finally get it, and then it ends and you're sick.
I'm sick the next morning. I'm like, okay. Like, scratchy throat. And it might be because I've literally been screaming for about 1 month.
Yeah. Literally. And, like, not just, like, like...
I've never screamed like that before.
Woo!
I don't talk lightly.
No, like, it's been, like, full whole body screams being at these games and watch parties, so... I'm not surprised. Maybe I'm next.
Let's get into your 2026 World Series champion.
You know what? 113 days till pitchers and catchers report.
Oh my God, you guys. You know what? We have to, like we said, recap the season. Mm-hmm. The Mariners did just lose Game 7 last night, time of recording, to go to the World Series. Obviously, the biggest heartbreak that Seattle Mariners fans have experienced. Totally. I specified Seattle Mariners fans because...
Some may argue that the 1 yard line would be...
What was the 1 yard line?
Oh, we need to talk about that.
What was the 1 yard line?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe when Russell Wilson wanted to throw the ball because he thought he was Mr. Hero instead of just handing it off to Marshawn Lynch at the 1 yard to get our second Super Bowl back to back. I don't know. Maybe that 1 yard.
What do you think was worse?
I've had time to reflect on this. Mm-hmm. I think this is harder.
Yeah, well, I think that the reality of this, of going to our first ever World Series, but imagine that loss coming Game 7 of the World Series, which some would argue would be more equivalent to the 1 yard line play because you're actually playing for a Super Bowl. We were trying to make it.
Right. I think for, like, the difference between them two also is that when we were at the 1 yard line, like, that was our second Super Bowl. Like, that was back-to-back seasons. We just won the year before. And so we did have that to look back on and be like, well, damn, like, we did get one. Mm-hmm. But, like, after this, it's like, we still don't fucking have one. And we still have not been. So, like, I think that this one is more painful just in that sense of, like, we don't have anything to look back on.
Yeah, everyone today being like, just a reminder, the Seattle Mariners are still the only franchise. I'm like, okay.
Gee, thank you. Yeah, I'm sure nobody in this country knows that by now.
Yeah.
That has been reiterated about 100 times.
Yeah.
We got to kill that graphic.
No, I know. It's just crazy.
So sick of it.
Obviously, we're 24 hours... less than 24 hours out from losing the game. At the time, Ari and I are sitting here for therapy.
Yep.
We are calling this therapy today because we are being forced to talk about...
Quite literally.
Forced. Just kidding. We have to talk about how the season ended, recap it. But it is therapeutic for us.
It is. I will say if we did not have this podcast, I would probably still be in bed, like, crying and being very depressed. But, like, even mind you, if nobody saw King 5 News interview us, but just, like, having to, like, put on a face really quick and be like, okay, we're not going to be, like, these negative girls who are just, like, wham, 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 because in reality, the season that we had is the most special season we've ever had. Mm-hmm. And while we did fall short, it was still almost everything that we could have asked for. Mm-hmm. And I just think that I feel like we have a duty that, like, means that, like, we have to stay positive and
I think
optimistic for fans.
To your point, like, this is awful for fans, right? The feeling is awful.
Yeah.
But as we were talking about earlier this season, as we were making the run, to be able to even feel these types of emotions in October for your baseball team is something we've never experienced. And for that, I'm grateful.
Yeah, because this isn't the typical season where we end in September and it's like, okay, well, that was typical Mariners baseball season. This year, it's like Game 7 of the ALCS, one game, a couple innings short of our first World Series. I mean, like this, I think the difference between this season versus all of the other seasons is that this one, it actually mattered. I feel like before it was like you could just roll your eyes at the end of September and be like, well, get them next year.
Finish second or third in the AL West, whatever.
Yeah, but this season it's like we could almost taste it, and it was like, damn.
And don't get us wrong. That doesn't mean that we don't care about losing.
Fuck no.
Because that's the other thing people have been saying a lot is, well, they didn't, Mariners fans, we didn't really want it that bad.
Which, they don't care enough.
For those Seattle fans listening right now, I know how diabolical that sounds because we all know.
Yeah.
But it is our duty.
Yeah.
Be down for now, and next season we're back up. Because also, as Mariners fans, it's hard for us, but for those players, horrible. And nobody...
They wanted it just as bad as we did.
Yes, those players wanted it just as bad as us. They wanted it for the city. They knew what pressure they were under. They knew that the city desperately wanted it, needed it, and you saw it all over their faces. I mean, they're in tears after the game, having to talk to media about how awful it is to lose. And I think that as we start this segment, we need to listen to them and have the same sort of mentality that this run this year has just changed the culture, the Mariners culture.
And 100%.
We are now we don't expect anything less than
like
a World Series.
It feels like the end, but really it's the beginning, hopefully, because now the players know what it's like.
Yes.
And the organization knows what it's like.
Yes.
I mean, Jesus, how much money did we spend on postseason tickets and having T-Mobile Park absolutely packed to the brim,
jumping
every single
seismic activity?
Yeah, and you're telling me ownership doesn't want to, after seeing that and being like, okay, like this city absolutely deserves it. I think that they I think it was kind of like a back and forth. Like, you proved us by, bringing Gino back, getting Naylor in the trade, making those moves at the deadline was kind of like oh shit, okay. Okay, we're serious. And then I think by the players believing in that and then bringing us all the way to Game 7 and seeing all of the fans believe in them, it was kind of like us being a message to them, being like, see what happens when you are just as serious about winning as we are. Like, look how far we get. And now we expect it because we saw 100%. That we can do it.
I think having a 24-year drought, it's easy to then go through the motions. And for an organization to go through the motions, that's where you hear the 54% thing come in that people are, very frustrated with. But then, you have that playoff appearance in 2022 and you get a player like Cal Raleigh who literally in post-game interviews told management that they need to sign players to be successful and essentially called management out. Then you fast forward to this season and this happens. No one is going to expect anything less.
No.
Cal said after the game, I don't like to use the word failure, but it is a failure. We expect to make it to the World Series and win the World Series. Julio also said, you can't expect anything less for the team. After getting here, after knowing what we're capable of, I feel like there's no less than this for us.
And I think, too, like, I was listening to, I think Cal's dad might have been on one of the radio shows and had asked just his thoughts on, like, being the guy in Seattle and his thoughts on, like, playing for the city and what it means to him. And, like, does it actually, because just so many players will say, oh, I love the city, I want to do it for the city, but don't, like, wholeheartedly fully mean that. And his dad, I believe his dad was literally like, no, this guy, I mean, that was a big thing during when he was signing the contract and the no trade clauses. Like, he didn't want to go play for another city just because. Like, he understood that this city wanted wants this so bad, and he wants to be a part of a team that is in the hunt for like that. And he's so serious when he says things like, I want it so bad for this city.
Yeah.
Like, and
I mean, you hear the same thing from Julio, because Julio, for those of you that don't know, started in the Mariners Academy in the Dominican Republic at 14 years old. Like, he's
been in the system, in the
grown
organization.
up a Mariners player. Yeah. This is home for him as well. But I just think that making this run, which no one expected, by the way, last spring training, this was not in the cards. This wasn't in the cards in September.
No.
So what the team was able to do, it changes everything. Like, when they go to spring training in a few months, everything as far as preparation is also different, because the vibe in there is different. They're like, holy shit, look how far we just made it. Not that they're not preparing that way all the time, but there is going to naturally be a different shift in what they're expected.
Totally. And I mean, just looking back at what the Mariners are known for, but even just doing everything that they did this season with all of former Mariners players and coaches, and I mean, how many iconic people did we see come out for the first pitch, and how many people that were saying, this is for my grandpa, my grandma, my dad, this is for Dave. Like, there were so many like emotional aspects to it that it almost would have been, I mean, very, very hard to even comprehend if they actually did make it to the World Series. Because even this far, I mean, I personally would have crumbled game 1 of the ALDS. Like, there was so much riding on them, and you really have to give them props, because there was just so much pressure from fans and previous players and the whole entire freaking country being like, okay, my team's out, we're rooting for the Mariners. Like, I've never ever in my entire life seen so many people from all over being like, we want you guys to win it all. And I'm like, damn, what? You're in Philadelphia. Like, why do you care?
It's because we're unproblematic.
Exactly. And I just...
Contrary to recent belief.
Yeah. Like, it's just, that's so much for players to, like, handle. I couldn't even imagine. And I hope that they know that, like, yes, we fell short and quote unquote it is a failure, but personally, I'm very, very proud.
I'm very, very proud to be a Mariners fan.
Which
they made everyone
say that often.
No, and I'm saying it loud, and
it ain't easy.
It's not easy, and we've endured it. No, and I really do want to give the team the flowers that they deserve, because that was an unexpected run, and it truly gave people memories to last a lifetime.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, Ari and I witnessed the 15-inning game in person. We witnessed Gino's Grand Slam in person, and those will be things I remember forever.
Forever. I mean, we hear our parents and grandparents and people talk about them being at the 1995 games. Yes, and it's just like, we... Like the double, like how many people have you heard talk about that they witnessed the double in person? It's like, for us, it's like we witnessed Gino's home run,
the Grand
Slam in person, and like there's so many moments now that like we can say that we experienced that for ourselves rather than hearing it from everyone. And I know for a damn fact that it's not going to be another 24 years. I actually feel confident when I say that.
It will not be.
No.
And we're actually not the only ones to say that. I was listening to Jeff Passan. Jeff Passan today on 710, and they were asking him what should the organization do in the off season, or what should we expect them to do, and he said, first and foremost, as an ode to the fans, he said, this is the beginning, not an end. He actually expects the Mariners to essentially be in the hunt for the next 5 years, like easily, based on the Mariners prospects that are currently in the organization, based on the contracts that we already have in place, the players that will not be going anywhere, and then now possibly looking at where we're going to shift and either add or get rid of.
I almost think, too, like, I mean, we've been cursed for so long, and it's notoriously been known that like other players in the league, like a lot of them don't have a desire to come to play in Seattle because ownership just hasn't been serious. odds we make it to playoff baseball is slim, like X, Y, and Z. But I think after this run and knowing that we do have Cal locked up, we do have Julio locked up, hopefully if we don't have Naylor locked up, I will have the ownership locked up. Like, I think that building off of what we did this year, I think that potentially if we do make or when we make off-season moves and even deadline moves in the future, I think it's a lot more enticing for other players in the league 100%. To be like, okay, they were that close last year for making it to the World Series. I want to be a part of that. 100%. Like, I actually want to be a part of that. They're serious about winning.
100%.
And I think it's a lot more enticing to other players to come to Seattle when that's not always been the case.
No. And they saw what those games looked like, the energy that the city brought. We were one of the last 3 teams to be playing this year.
Insane.
And that is something to be seriously so proud of.
And we played Game 7. We didn't get swept.
No.
We didn't.
Brewers, how you feeling?
Yeah. Like,
because I'm sorry, but we talked about the Brewers all year, and so did every other analyst.
Best league, or best record.
Best record. Well.
Well, what do we have here?
Well, we have the Mariners' 116 win season was quickly the Brewers.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, best record.
Yeah. I mean, you could have the best.
Just absolutely shit the bed there.
Best record.
Because I don't know, what's worse, losing Game 7 or getting freaking swept?
Pride-wise, getting swept is worse. Like, emotionally, like,
yes,
is Game 7 lost.
I can see that, I mean? But also then take out the 15-inning game, then you take out Geno Grand Slam in those moments that wouldn't exist.
Oh, no, I'm taking Game 7 loss.
Yeah,
we were a couple innings away.
Yeah, so to the discussion of next year, we, as already mentioned, we have Cal locked up, Julio locked up. They've been in major contracts. Essentially, the whole starting pitching staff is set for the next couple of years, give or take some of those years, with Wu, Kirby, Miller, Gilbert. Obviously, the topic of conversation right now will be those trade deadline acquisitions with Eugenio Suarez and Josh Naylor, who are essentially automatically free agents after this year. And the whole city is praying. I know for a fact, Josh Naylor, I think that for the vibes, you try to keep Geno if the price is right.
100%. I'm scared that he's going to ask for a lot. But it's kind of just like okay, here we are again in the same exact spot that we were in when we first released him and we didn't pay him. And then what were we doing at the deadline? Being like, baby, come back.
Yeah, I think that if the price is right, you keep him. Jorge Polanco, who we talked about earlier this year, kind of stealing him from a cheap 1-year deal following a knee injury. He will likely test out free agency to see if somebody will pay him a larger contract. So we don't know what that's looking like. J.P. Crawford has 1 year left, and Victor Robles and Randy Arozarena have a 1-year eligibility remaining.
Yeah.
I think, in my personal opinion, my humble opinion, it's not so humble, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting because, again, when you make it this far and then you start talking about postseason, well, the players gave management a lot more to think about.
Totally.
By playing 15 extra games.
Totally.
And playing in the playoffs and having to prove yourself.
Yeah.
And now management has the opportunity to make their decisions based off of your playoff performance.
Correct.
That does put some guys in a sticky spot.
But Polo's in a Mariners uniform and Randy is not.
Yeah, I'm there's a question mark by Randy, there's a question mark by Robles, there's a question mark by Dom Canzone, and Little Leo
A question mark
Rivas.
and an exclamation point.
You know, I think that where I'm going with that, though, is it also, by going that far and making the run, it really obviously shows you the pieces that you're missing.
Correct.
To make that final push. We need a DH. We need a true DH. Yeah. I mean, to go play this game with Polo or Leo Rivas being your DH, we obviously know that that's not the answer.
No, yeah.
So that's something that I would anticipate them going after.
100%.
I mean, Mike Trout, if you ever wanted to, like, possibly win in your career, it could be fun for you. But, because I don't
Get out of LA, dude.
No, and get out of the outfield. Because, like, you're not.
You get hurt. He's going to swing the bat.
He's going to become a DH. But anyways, it doesn't have to be him. But we're truly missing that. But again, if you don't make the run.
Yeah.
You don't have
the intel, the kind of like to be able to see, like,
I mean, it's a blessing and a curse for the players, right? Like, you kind of out yourself,
right? Or you get a chance like Polanco to absolutely ball out and show what he can do in the playoffs. I think too, like, it'll be interesting to see what obviously management does, but I kind of felt like they listened to fans 100%. At the deadline, and I hope to God that they do it again. It's hard to trust the front office, if we're being completely honest, because this is where we're at. But if they know what's good for them, Josh Naylor will be in a Mariners uniform.
Yeah, I don't think
for years to come.
I don't think you can give up him.
No, I think that is first things first. No matter what, blank check to Josh Naylor. I think that
an athletic first baseman who is willing to literally put his head on the line.
Especially after we have been trying to fill that first baseman void for so long. And it's like we finally got him as well as Gino. Now he had a couple mess ups, but he is typically very solid at third base. And also having their chemistry has been awesome. So, and I think Polo could be great at second, just staying there if he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
It's just like you said, like the right fielder and the DH are like massive, huge spots that we have to fill if we actually want to compete. Because you have to be honest, like the Blue Jays lineup was pretty scary from top to bottom.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When we have a couple spots at the bottom of the order and they're not producing and they're not rolling over the lineup to get back to Julio and Cal, well, those are the guys that you have to go find.
Exactly.
And again, wasn't expected to be there, so those pieces weren't necessarily filled. And to be real, you pick up a third baseman and a first baseman that take you to the playoffs. You couldn't pick up 10 guys.
No.
So you know what I mean? Because I've also know that that's a topic of like, well, we could have got a DH at the trade up, like, but
then we wouldn't have had a solid first baseman.
I mean, like, yeah, like you couldn't get them all. Like, sorry, but that's not happening. But that's definitely an off-season conversation.
Yeah. I also think, too, Munoz, I think, is up for option, I believe, or something. It's looking like $7 million, so I hope they slap him with that check. Because, you know me and my love for Mooney.
Yeah. And
it'll be interesting to see what they do, for sure.
Totally. And we're not omitting the conversation of Dan Wilson, but that's just not something we're going to have here. You can listen to many other things going on to hate on, decisions made, who you think the manager should be next year.
One thing I do want to say is that it is not Julio's fault for those last swings at the end of the game. Crazy. I want to make that very clear.
Julio was responsible for 2 of the 3 runs.
Yeah. There was multiple things where it was like classic Julio swinging at the dirt to end the game. And I'm like, you've got to be so for real. Like, he is not the one to blame. I also don't think, I can't find it in myself to even blame Bizzardo. I think that he earned that position. There's questions why they didn't put Munoz in. Obviously, we're going to sit here, and I'm sure Dan's probably questioning himself as well. But to not say that Bizzardo earned that, I think is completely incorrect. If you have watched all 162 games and seen his turnaround and then what he did in the playoffs, I think that he earned that over Munoz. I don't know. I'm not really the one that's going to say that. But I do. I mean,
there was still 3 innings left.
Yeah. I want to make it clear that
was in the 7th
that's not completely up to him. We had to score more runs, and bottom of the lineup couldn't do it.
Exactly. I mean, you look earlier in the game, and you have runners on second and third, and you get a strikeout from Leo Rivas.
Yeah.
Well, those are critical spots, not Julio striking out in the 9th inning.
No, absolutely not.
So that's
we'll make that clear. We'll not be pointing fingers at my sweet baby angel, Julio Rodriguez.
No, also, like, learn sports, because that's not...
Well, I'm like, okay, we've watched all 174 games. And I can tell you who
it doesn't come down to one pitch. It doesn't come down to one swing.
Correct.
If Bizzardo strikes out Springer, he's the hero. And if he gives up a 3-run home run, he's the worst person ever.
Yeah.
You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Yeah.
But that's what sports is.
And at the end of the day, like, we can all talk about Dan Wilson's bullpen management and et cetera, but I guarantee you he's doing the same thing at home right now. So I don't know what us talking about is going to do to solve any of that.
Yeah, and I believe that Dan Wilson just got the Mariners the farthest they've ever been in history, so.
Exactly. So what are we really, like, yeah, we're upset we didn't make it all the way, but at the end of the day, like, let's pump the brakes a little bit and be like, damn, what a fucking awesome season that we just had.
What an amazing season.
Like, we got to play October baseball.
Yeah.
We haven't really witnessed that.
No, we were playing a baseball game on October 20th, folks.
Yeah, and we were curious what it was going to look like. And let me tell you, that stadium, I fucking love Club T-Mobile Park in October. That play was jumping.
All I know is I'm excited for next year already.
Yeah, honestly.
And let's not forget, folks, your Seattle Mariners will be hanging up a banner at T-Mobile Park come April next season.
Point blank period. I was waiting for you to drop that bomb because you and I have always said, just give us a fucking banner. Yeah. Just give us a banner. We want a banner.
Yeah. I know it's not the ultimate banner that we want and we deserve, but it can't go overlooked that your Mariners were the AL West champions.
We got a bye. And then we played in the American League Division Series, American League Championship Series. Mm-hmm. We did that, and we played every single game of those series.
Yeah, sure. We pushed it to the limits.
Like, we got our money's worth. We got our time's worth.
They got their money's worth, too.
Yeah. So, I mean, this sucks. This hurts. We're heartbroken. But there are a lot of special moments to look back on the season. Cal Raleigh, hello. What an insane year that he had. Julio Rodriguez, another amazing. Like, he's accomplished so much that it's fun to look back. Playoff Polo in the playoffs was so fun to watch. There's just so many moments where I'm like, damn, that season was so fun and so special.
Yeah.
And we got to witness that and experience that.
And we got to do it with all of you guys and talk about it every week. So it's been amazing. And obviously we better keep the podcast because it's doing wonders for the Mariners.
Yeah. Clearly, yes, exactly.
Obviously. And we will be at spring training. I'm thinking live show.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the sky is the limit.
Yeah, Peoria.
Probably batting practice.
Peoria misses us.
Peoria misses us. This is where it started for Ari and I.
So, just saying, we will be there, and we will be back in the playoffs, and we will be in the World Series 2026.
Signing off for the Seattle Mariners this season.
Trident's up.
Soto Mojo.
We seized the moment.
We seized it.
Shout out to the Etsy witch, yo.
Shout out to the mustaches.
Yeah, shout out to that guy eating dirt, whoever's boyfriend that was. Thank you. I think thank you.
Shout out.
You can stop doing that now.
Yeah, literally. Shout out to every single Mariners player that played in the 2025 season that helped them get to that point. Yep. Shout out to every coach. Shout out to the bullpen catcher. Shout out to the bat boys.
Yeah.
And the whole thing.
Yeah.
What a run.
See ya, Mob. We'll see ya. See ya next season. But you know what?
All right. Well,
because now, since we can wrap that up, we can focus all of our energy
Give it to me.
and excitement to the 2026 Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks. Let's go. But genuinely, we're sitting at 5-2, and we look damn good. Not a crazy statement.
No. We look nice.
Like, I know it sounds crazy saying that we were saying all of that for the Mariners, and now that just ended, we're like, okay, moving to the football team, but we're actually low-key kind of serious.
No, at least
it's within reach.
At least what just happened, where we have to wrap up the baseball season with a little bow and move to football, at least we don't have to move to a shitty team.
Exactly. Like, thank God, when that game 7 ended and then Seahawks game went on the screen, it was like, all right. Okay.
Imagine that happening, and then the Seahawks are 0-7.
Oh, correct. I would
crash out.
I wouldn't be here right now.
we would be taking a break.
A long break.
Never coming back.
Yeah, I won't go into details, but it'd be a long break.
Wow, yeah, your Seattle Seahawks are quietly making statements week after week with only having 2 losses to the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are sitting at the top.
What, couple points?
Yes, and both of those teams are sitting at the top of the NFC.
Yeah.
So
that's a respectable record.
Let's get into the Seahawks Monday Night Football game because first, we've said it before, I'll say it again, the 2 Monday Night Football thing needs to stop.
Oh my God.
It's a sick joke.
I think I read something that was the last one of the season. But I don't understand what the point of them are. There's a million games on Sunday. Well, why do we stop that?
The whole thing doesn't make sense because
it's not prime time.
A Sunday night game or a Monday night game is our prime time because they're prime time and everybody's watching your game.
Yeah,
which is why you have the prime time.
Yes, the whole point of prime time is that you are the only 2 teams playing. That's what makes it prime time because it is the prime time to be watching these 2 teams.
Yes.
Thursday night football, 5:15, prime time. Sunday night football, 5:15, 5:30, whatever. Prime time.
Yeah.
Monday. Pick which prime time you want. How about the 10 p.m. one for you East Coasters?
No, so that's my second bone to pick here is that we not only were on a double Monday night primetime game, we started our game at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So already that's 10 p.m. doing the math for East Coast. That's not prime time because half of the country is asleep.
Yeah, no.
That's not prime time.
No, and the disrespect also we're West Coast, so yeah, we start at 7 and end at 10. We can handle it. But Houston fans, I would be so upset that my game is starting at 9 p.m. on a Monday night.
For me, I could never.
What kind of whack ass shit is that?
Ari and I always say that we can't even live on the East Coast because I could never watch sports games at that schedule.
No, I've said that multiple times on this podcast before. It's every time that I go visit our family friends in Boston and stuff, and they're Sunday football days start at 1 p.m. I'm like, what? I'm 10 games in by now over there. Wake up, football, sleep. That's Sunday. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. I just simply cannot imagine sitting there and be like, all right, Sunday night football, 8 p.m.
No.
I mean, I could, but you couldn't.
No, I'd be asleep by first quarter.
I need to know who planned that because the disrespect is crazy work.
Well, the time didn't matter for us because we took another W and beat the Texans 27-19 in what looked like a weird-ass game. But you know what? A win's a win.
A win is a win. Absolutely. There definitely were a couple miscues, I guess we could say. I will give a shout-out, though, to Lumen Field on a Monday night. Oh, that thing was sexy. Cam Chancellor and Earl Thomas raising the flag.
Also, a Lumen Field on a Monday night when the Mariners are also playing in Game 7, in which overlapped with the Monday Night Football time.
I was terrified that when they flipped the TVs to show me Lumen Field that it was going to be 8 people, woo!
Like the Husky game when the Mariners played.
Yeah, I was a little worried, but then I was like, well, good thing everyone's asleep, can't see anyways.
Right.
But I was like, oh, okay, everyone showed up. That makes me happy. JSN, best receiver in the league.
We said what we said. I said it last week. We'll say it again. Jackson Smith-Njigba is the best wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, right now, at this moment.
And last week, and still today.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Yeah, we don't make up the stats.
Argue with a wall.
We don't make up the stats. We don't make these numbers up. Quite literally, he is leading Jamar Chase by 190 yards. Jamar Chase is number 2. Puka Nacua is number 3. JSN is number 1. I literally cannot fabricate these numbers. You can look them up.
No, it's hilarious when people want to say it's more than just yards. No, it's not. It's not. It's not more than yards.
Okay, what else is it? Aura? Because he has aura.
Yeah, well, he's dunking.
Yeah, he's posterizing a fucking referee. And what do you mean?
And then being fucking shielded by one.
Getting beat up and then shielded by a ref. Which shout out to that guy. He was an
I know. But I'm
NFL
saying, like,
player.
after he posterized the ref, they're protecting him.
Oh, yeah.
That's aura.
Yeah. Massive aura. So what else is there?
Dude, there's not, I mean, they're talking about, like, oh, well, you know, targets, this, that, and the other thing. End of the day, it's about production. And he's producing.
Yeah.
And check the stats.
Yeah, he had 123 yards on 8 receptions. There's a stat for you.
Yeah, I got one. I'm sure I got more, too. That's his 5th 100-yard game this season through 7 games. Tied for the second most 100-yard games by a Seahawks pass catcher in a season.
There's only been 2 games where he has not surpassed 100 yards this season so far.
That's another stat.
Like that, hello, you're the guy.
He's the guy.
He is the guy.
And whatever him and Sam Darnold are doing together.
They're making out in the locker room. I'm kidding.
Well, okay. Ari, let's not start rumors.
No, let's start rumors. Okay. That'll get everyone talking about the Seahawks.
Oh, shaking up the game.
Exactly. It's exactly what I'm doing. He's on pace for almost 2,000 yards, which we mentioned that last time.
Yeah. Still on pace.
Damn near Megatron's record.
Still on fucking pace.
I will be watching that race.
Yeah, phenomenal season already. I don't see it slowing down anytime soon, because let's also point out that going into that Texans game, the Texans were, I think, the best defense in the NFL.
One of them, if not, yeah.
The Texans were allowing a league's best 12.2 points per game. Mm-hmm. So they were allowing the fewest points in the NFL. We scored 27 on you.
Yeah.
While turning the ball over 4 times.
Exactly.
The offense turned the ball over 4 times, and we still won a game. And if that doesn't get you Seahawks fans hyped up, I don't know what will, because 4 turnovers used to put us in the grave.
Yeah, you should not be winning a game with 4 turnovers, point blank, period.
No, if your defense is even semi-good, well, that also means, like, they get the ball back, and then their offense is like,
yeah. No, yeah. You are not putting up that many points and winning a game if you're turning over the ball that many times. You just shouldn't, and most likely won't.
Yeah. Couple fumbles. 1 turnover also was a Cooper Kupp trick play. He threw an interception. Bless his heart.
Yeah, we were just pulling out all the tricks out there.
And still won.
That's
what's like.
Another confusing game between Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet.
Yes. Kenneth Walker had more yards, 66 yards or something. Charbonnet had 2 touchdowns.
And, like, kept giving Charbonnet the ball. And word on the street, was it K9's birthday?
I don't know. All I know is he's on Haley's fantasy. And they don't like to give him the ball for touchdowns.
I beat Haley this week, guys. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, crazy week, by the way. I also, like, have been so locked into the Mariners, where now, once the Mariners lost, I'm like, oh, it's football season.
No, literally.
I'm like, we're 7 games in.
Now I can tap in.
Yeah, no, I'm, like, tapped in. I, like, literally, like, put my Mariners gear away today. And I was like, get the Seahawks stuff out. Hence my sweatshirt.
No, I'm, like, picturing you, like, in your room with, like, sad music on and, like, folding the Mariners' clothes and, like, zipping up every bag, stowing it under the bed. And being
they do go under my bed. That's exactly what happened today.
I guess I should do that, too.
Dude, did it today. Quiet litter.
Damn, that's super sad. Anyways.
No, but now I'm like, ooh, football watch parties. Ooh, Seahawks. Ooh, Super Bowl?
Yeah, no, I feel like the season just started.
No, it's 7 weeks in. We're going in bye week.
And it's crazy because we are diehard Seahawks fans. And we take every win and loss so seriously. Like, if we lose, like, week 3, we're, like, pissed.
Yeah, because every game matters.
And everyone's like, oh, there's so many games. Relax. It's just one. And Haley and I are like, no! You don't understand how important this is.
Seriously.
We have to win now. Because this is going to affect us in 10 weeks. And you watch. But, like, low-key, these last couple of weeks, I'm like, if we lost, I was like, all right, but the Mariners are in the ALDS. I'm sorry.
But
now.
What?
I am tapped into every Seahawks game.
Yeah, no. We're having, like,
wholeheartedly.
We're going back to, like, our watch parties and shit.
Correct. Yeah. We will not be missing a single
second.
Yeah. Want to talk about the defense?
Yeah, always. Defense. Push him back, way back. Anyone that went to Tahoma High School, you get it. I'm sure some other high schools did that same shit too.
T-R-U.
Whoop, whoop.
T-R-U-C-K. Keep on trucking all the way. Yeah.
Anywho,
back in my cheerleader days.
I was never a cheerleader. Obviously. Sorry, but obviously.
What do you mean?
That's obvious, you guys. That's just as obvious as me not being a ballerina.
Fair.
I did hip hop once, though.
Oh, God. Does anybody have that on tape?
I used to have to get picked up from hip hop to go to hockey practice.
That is an insane lineup. You're telling me that you had hip hop practice. You were out there crunking and twerking and dropping it low.
Yeah, with my boy haircut.
And then went straight to hockey practice.
Absolutely.
That is insane work.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Get you a girl that can do both.
I am deceased. I am contacting your mother immediately.
Oh, she'll tell you.
I need footage.
Okay.
Because you're telling me there's no footage of that. There has to be footage.
Yeah.
I will be contacting your mother immediately.
Defense, though, another solid performance. But I will say, starting off this, they were, again, without linebacker Derek Hall, without Julian Love, and without Devin Witherspoon. Just to, throw that out there, because they were, again, questionable all week, practicing, not practicing, going to play, not play. I don't know what injury
Spoon
or Love has.
Yeah.
Because at this point, it's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah. I want to say 3.
Did you guys break your arm and we didn't know about it? I'm just getting confused by this.
I know. Yeah.
That's second week Derek Hall has been out, but the other ones, yeah. And then we're going into a bye week. So I would hope after bye week you guys are good, because that's about a 6-week time off.
I would say that quite literally the only thing that is potentially holding the team back right now at any moment is just having everyone healthy. It's having the defense healthy.
Yeah. And we're still winning games, though.
Correct.
Everything we say today, but we still winning.
Literally. But literally. Ernest Jones is having a season. 3 interceptions already. For a middle linebacker, which that's an insane stat to already have 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
Where are you finding yourself on the field? How are you doing this?
I don't know.
Like, it's actually insane to think about.
Where aren't you finding yourself on the field?
Oh, yeah.
Because he's everywhere.
Quite literally everywhere. I'm going to change his name to Everywhere Jones. How many times did we see the Texans attempt to get into our end zone and we said, no. The goal line defense was so good.
Yeah.
I feel like, which, I don't know, me personally, I just feel like I am like hypersensitive to, I just feel like when teams march their way down the field and get to the red zone, I feel like they typically almost always get a touchdown. And I was so impressed that, like, I feel like there was like 3 drives in a row where we were stopping them at the goal line and either limited them to no points or just a field goal, which is massive for the defense.
Totally. The Seahawks gave up 254 yards to the Texans, which was the 5th time in 7 games that the Seahawks have held an opposing offense under 300 yards.
Lit.
Snaps.
Lit. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good after that.
Yeah, honestly, I think that that's a solid win on a weird game, right?
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah.
And then, as we said, you're going into a bye week, so hopefully we then come back fully healthy, which is a good sign for your Seattle Seahawks.
Massive.
And the city of Seattle.
Yes. Mike McDonald said, we just have to give a shout out because we love Mike McDonald.
Oh.
And a couple weeks ago, maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago, we were like, we can't call it the Legion of Boom 2.0 or like the Lob, because it's not the Lob. Like, we can't.
Totally.
No one can do that. But like, there obviously are some feelings, some similarities between when we had the Lob and now. And Mike McDonald explains MOB, which is mission over bullshit. So are we going from Lob to Mob in Seattle?
Mission over bullshit?
Mm-hmm. M-O-B.
Where did he get that
Mission over
from?
bullshit. I don't know, but he's a dog.
He's a dog.
He's a dog, and he's dropping bars. Are you kidding?
Dude, no one gives us the respect that we deserve, but...
No, we keep seeing clips from, I don't know, people in journalism world just saying, like, making comments about Seahawks are just quietly at 5-2, and
which is crazy. They're
no one's talking about them. Why is it? Is it because it's the PNW? Is it because XYZ? Like,
and I'm sorry, they did reference like, yeah, is it because like they don't have Richard Sherman anymore and they don't have the Marshawn Lynch and Russell Wilson's at their quarterback? I'm like, okay, that's been years.
It's 2025 for crying out loud.
Like that has been years. Jesus hell.
If you don't know that era is way over, that's on you. Mm-hmm. That's embarrassing for you.
Okay, we do have to also give a shout out to the Seattle Seahawks because they finally listened to us. You know, respect men, but they take a long time to listen.
They finally heard.
And did the Mariners victory dance as a touchdown celebration. Sadly, it was quite literally done after the Mariners lost Game 7.
Literally, like minutes after. They probably
didn't know. No. Give it to them. But there was a few other games, guys, that happened in the last few weeks that would have seemed a bit more...
Yeah, to everyone sending us the videos and tagging us, we know, we saw, and we loved it. But it did sting a little bit just with the timing. Yeah. I feel like it was just like, we just lost Game 7, and then they do it, and it was like,
damn. I know, it made me sad, but I'm happy you showed the love. But, like, when you guys played on the same day in the city last week, it would have been cool, too.
I know, but it is cool they did it.
Also, moving on to the other Seattle team that's season is underway. Mm-hmm. Seattle Kraken.
Yeah. That's Kraken hockey, baby.
Speaking of Haley's hockey days.
Yeah, speaking of.
Dance to hockey.
Yeah.
Kraken. Also, I'm going to give them an elite shout out. The Kraken happened to be playing in Toronto against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And as you know, the Mariners were going against the Blue Jays. And the Kraken quite literally all showed up wearing Mariners jerseys to their game.
Yeah, so fun.
That is honestly so cool.
Yeah.
And if you don't know hockey, the majority of the players are Canadian. Yeah. So for some of them, that was probably tough.
Yeah, the Blue Jays official account tweeting at
one of our players.
Yeah, that was weird behavior, by the way.
No, Blue Jays want to talk about how we have weird behavior. That's fucking weird behavior. You're also acting like all of your players are from Canada.
Yeah.
Take a look at your roster, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
There's like one or two.
No, they literally posted and offered that the Seattle Kraken player could come and throw out the first pitch for them. Because he wore a Mariners jersey.
Yeah,
and they were like, sorry, that I'm sure that was so hard for you.
Yeah, that had to have hurt. We'd like to offer you.
Okay, well, Seattle's paying his check, so I'm gonna need you to see your way back to Toronto.
And like, I'm sorry, but if I'm the player, I'm so awkward.
No, that's so awkward.
I'm so awkward. Like, excuse me, I'm playing for this team.
Yeah,
I can't do anything about the situation. Like, do you want me to shit talk the team that I'm on and then have these fans absolutely at my neck?
Yeah, because we do that.
Yeah,
but so cool mean. For them to all show up in Mariners jerseys. And the coach even said in the post game that they just wanted to show respect because, like, we're in the city and that's what we do and that's how Seattle is. And Seattle's such a good sports city. He even called out specifically how Josh Naylor keeps putting on the Kraken jersey, and he did when they won Game 5.
Yeah.
So shout out again, Josh Naylor, get your money.
Yes.
But so fucking cool.
Yeah. I mean, the city of Seattle is so much smaller than a lot of these other big sports cities. And to have, like, the baseball team and the football team and the hockey team and even the soccer team, just, like, all of them just, like, because showing love to each other. I just love it.
We're not in California. We don't have multiple teams for every sport. Like, we got 1-1 and 1-1. And no basketball teams, though.
Yeah, mind you.
No men's basketball. Don't come for me.
Yeah.
However, the Kraken are having their best start in their 5 years.
Okay.
We're only 6 games in, but they have 3 wins, 1 loss, and 2 overtime losses. Those are 2 different categories.
Oh.
Because it happens a lot in hockey, overtime. Anyways, looking promising. I like to get my Kraken updates from my family too, so it's super helpful. But one highlight so far is Berkeley Catton. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Sorry. Rookie for the Kraken. Is from the Spokane Chiefs, so hometown kid. And he played in his first NHL game last night, and he had an assist.
Oh, well, that's fun.
He's 18 years old.
That's wild.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I love that. A Spokane Chiefs, which, again, if you're not familiar, is in the WHL, which is the same league as the Thunderbirds, who play in Kent. Thunderbirds are also like 16 years old, which will blow some people's minds.
That still blows my mind that I was like at games watching 16-year-olds, and I'm like, do you guys have like homework to be doing?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just not understanding this, but
so we're gonna tune into Kraken this season, obviously now as we shift into just football, hockey, with some soccer, I'm sure, and again highlight the Kraken because they make history with their female assistant coach, which we love.
Yes.
And get out to some games.
Yeah.
So Kraken, if you would like to have us.
Seriously, please. I'm excited. I actually have yet to go to a Kraken game yet.
So fun. I have to go to your first one with you.
Yeah,
I'll be offended if you don't.
I've been to like a number of hockey games, obviously, for like the Everett, whatever Silvertips.
Same league also as the Thunderbirds.
Yeah. I actually saw them play each other. And then obviously when we lived in Arizona, we went to a hockey game. Mm-hmm. But I've yet to be to a Kraken game yet.
So fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for, I guess, winter and the holidays and having football all the time and some hockey and some basketball. Mm. Summer's officially over.
Yeah, October 20th. Summer's over.
Yeah.
But
my birthday is Saturday the 25th, so I think actually after that.
Oh, Jiminy.
Then
Christmas.
we can turn a new leaf.
Well,
and move into winter sports.
Before we sign off,
we'll be here.
Once again, shout out to the Seattle Mariners. We love you.
We love you so much.
Seattle Seahawks. Super Bowl champions. Super Bowl champions. Okay, we love you guys.
XOXO.
Take care.